these are people that can change, make a 360 degree change towards you if they know that they are not going to be benefiting from your services or benefiting from the max most foreigners can do is 2 years in a job. It's very hard for Chinese to review salaries. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Simply Rhoda and this is my YouTube channel. Guys, today you may wonder why you are seeing me from the higher level and I'm like down. I've been struggling with my gimbal. I had to find balance on the ground. I think this place is unleveled, so my camera had fallen down several times. Today I want to talk about life in China, and what prompted me to do this video is somebody who came to my to my video, the one I posted recently, and asking me why Africans would like to go to China, yet the Chinese are scattered around Africa and other countries, right? So I was like, okay, guys, to be honest, a lot of people are failing to make it here in China. They are failing to live here in China, and a lot of foreigners are exiting. There are different reasons why people are leaving. Some, they just think, oh, it's too racism is too much. Some just feel like, oh, life is no longer pleasant as it was before the COVID. Some have many reasons of leaving. But well, what I've noticed, regardless of which country it is, what I know for sure is a country that is not your birth country is totally different. There are cultures, customs, and a lot of things to consider that may differ from the country where you come from. So a lot of people will find it hard to adjust to this system, these cultures, and there are some things they can fail to tolerate. Hence, their staying in a country will be very difficult, and they will soon return back or try to go to other English-speaking countries. So what I want to talk about is I hear most people saying, oh, I was treated badly in my workplace, I was treated this and that. What I've realized that the work culture in China is same regardless of that you are a foreigner, or regardless that you are a local, you are a Chinese. I think the reason the Chinese may treat everybody they see is same, it's similar, you know. That's what I've noticed. It's similar to them, because one thing I see is if you are working in a company, probably you are only one person and the rest are Chinese and you are the only foreigner there. So sometimes you may feel hurt if things happen, and you may feel like maybe you are being ill-treated or something. I have worked in my school for 4 years now, and I've seen teachers leaving and coming. But one thing I know about Chinese people, whatever treatment they get, whatever thing that may happen to me, they also get it equally the same. But the thing I realize about the Chinese people is they don't complain. Yes, they don't complain, they don't speak for themselves. It's the culture thing. They want to keep it fresh. So you find that the leaders usually, it feels like they are oppressing the workers, but it isn't like that, because I've heard and seen this happening in different countries, in different companies. It's more like even clocking work, like we work according to the contracts, right? But you find the Chinese workers, their contract is like invalid. They don't work according to the contracts. They can work from 7 to 9 or 7 to 8 very late at night, and is still not regarded as overtime. You know, they are not paid for that. They are just regarded as doing their job. They are doing what they are supposed to do. So what I've realized that for foreigners, we are very strict on that, because in our country, sometimes we know most people will start work at 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, it depends, right? So you find that in our countries, we follow this. We follow this very well, and when it happens here, we find that it's hard for most foreigners or most people to take it. They feel like they are being oppressed, hence they may not want to continue to work. They cannot adjust to this. They cannot adjust to other things that also are about that. So what I want to say is, you may see a person, because in China, I feel like entitlement is very, you know, like if the boss says what, there is a level of groups in a company, every company. There are those that are very close to the boss. So even the boss is making a mistake or doing something wrong, they cannot criticize the boss. They just support it. So you find that I've seen some people saying, oh, my boss, my manager said this, and all the subordinates, nobody say a thing, or they support, even they know it's wrong, they have to support their boss. And also, if you're a foreigner, it's really hard to win a case whereby you are having an altercation with a Chinese. It's very, even they know you are right, but nobody will support you. This is one thing I realize about China. Even among themselves, regardless of being a foreigner, I've noticed them doing that. They gossip. Gossip is a thing, a daily thing in China. And when you hear them talking about you or trying to intervene, so what I can say is, if you're a foreigner, and this is a big advice, it's a word of advice, because one thing I learned about Chinese is they are so curious to know more about foreigners. They are so curious to know about your salary, where your kind of life, or your lifestyle, something like that, or your secrets. They want to know all these things. But what I can warn you guys, never, ever, ever share your personal things at your workplace. Never, ever. Guard this. No matter how excited, no matter how they tell you about their own, just let them divulge their own information, but never, never, never tell your secrets to Chinese people, because you'll be hurt. They cannot keep this secret. For them, they will feel like they won a jackpot. They will be curious to share it with everybody. They know it's wrong, but they will be. That one who dig out that information will share with everybody, and you'll be shocked hearing that even the lowest worker in the company know everything about you. They know your secrets. So in that case, if you want to avoid being hurt, just don't share anything. Even they try to ask you more, or no matter how excited you are, never ever share your secrets to the Chinese. Just regard your workplace as your workplace, not to share your home. Whatever happens at home, let it be there. Do not share it at work. For them, they do that, and sometimes you can actually hear them talking or gossiping about another worker. After that worker confided in another, the other one will go and confide or share the secrets with others. So this is something that I want to let you know. Before you get hurt, never share your things with the Chinese, because they cannot keep secrets. Also, do not share more about your salary, your financial, how you run them. Never share those things, okay? Just be work. If you have any grievances, do not try to think that you find a friend at work and you want to complain about the work things or things that are happening that you are not happy with. Never ever make that mistake. You would rather find another friend, a foreigner somewhere that you can confide with, but not a Chinese person, because the moment you finish complaining or sharing your grievances with that, they will go to that person you were talking about, or they'll go to the boss to share that. They are trying to find favor and also become the best or closer to the boss. So never ever share your grievances, because you think you might be confiding with a fellow worker or a fellow workmate, but if that workmate is a Chinese person, know for sure that you are not confiding. There is no confidential things. There are no secrets here. They'll go and tell the boss everything you say to detail. So that's number 2. Number 3, if you feel like you are not interested with the way they do things or what, I think the best way is just to move or find another place that you can make you feel better, because it's very hard to change whatever mindset they have. Chinese don't need to be told. They don't want to be told. They feel like if you are the one coming, they should tell you everything to do. Even you are the English teacher, somebody who doesn't speak English will want to tell you how to teach. It's surprising, yes, but that's the truth. They want to tell you how to teach. But you are the teacher, and you may know after evaluating the kids that, oh, this way of teaching this kid is not right, or you should have another different approach. But they will not take your idea. What they feel like is, you say you can speak English, you are an English teacher, so every magic should happen with the kids, regardless of looking at the level of books that you are using. They don't take advice from you about what materials to use, how to teach. They won't take. They will just tell you what to do. That's what they think works for them. Number 4, if you are going to be working with Chinese, and when it comes to contract signing, I feel like this is the opportunity for you to ask for what you need. Do not accept signing a contract and you are told that we can review your salary in the second year, or we can review this after 6 months or something. No, that will not happen. Once you sign a contract, that's that. It's very hard for Chinese to review salaries or increase benefits after you have signed the contract. So what I can say is, before you sign the contract, make sure that you are comfortable with the contents of the contract. Make sure you are comfortable with the salary or anything that comes with the contract or with your job. Because if you don't, you're gonna cry, because it's very hard to review a contract with Chinese people. In fact, there is a 0.01% of changing the contents of the contract. But in other cases, I can say do not expect much on that when it comes to that. If you fail to convince them during the talking period, the talking stage before the contract was signed, don't expect that to come. Because I can see that the contract may look very attractive at the beginning, but if you re-sign the contract, you find that some companies have the tendency of removing some of the benefits from the contract instead of adding. We know that if you work for a company for 4 or 5 years or so, I think each year that you add to that may be better, or we expect it to be better, to become better. But in China, it's unlike that. You find that once you sign the first year, it may be attractive. The second year, they will try to reduce, or they try to take out some things, some benefits from that contract, which I also find really absurd. And I didn't actually like that part, but yes, it's happening. So hence you find that a few foreigners can keep one job or can for more than 2 years. You find that the max most foreigners can do is 2 years in a job. After that, they will look for another one, because they understand that you can work happily, you can be in a better place in the first 2 years. After that, there are so many issues that comes with that. So in that case, if you want something, just go for it the first time. Do not wait like we talk after 6 months, we try to review, just go for what you think you deserve at the beginning, because the talking period, the talking stage you will not be presented with that again. If it happens, they will create some rifts or what. So what I can say is, just get what you want in the first contract. That way you'll be comfortable. Okay, the fifth but not the last one. What I want to say is, just take it easy, because when you are working with Chinese people, there are a lot of things that you realize that are different, and you may want to compare from where you're coming from, how the work culture is in your country. But all I can say is, take it easy, don't take it to heart. A lot of things that happen, you can see them even on them, among themselves. One thing you must know is, when everything is right with the Chinese people at work, when everything is right, you are the best. They try to put you very close. But when something goes wrong, they will neglect you. For example, let's say you have a 1-year contract, and at the end of that contract, or towards the end of that contract, you tell them you don't want to renew, you're going to be moving to another job. Some may try to make life harder for you by refusing to give you the papers that release you from their company. Like, you remember I mentioned about the visa in my past video. Yes, that visa, if you are going to move, you can continue with it, but they need a release letter that is provided from your current employer, and transferring your work permits to the new employer. So these documents are very important, that if you don't get that release letters or release documents, it's very hard for you to continue with another employer. So you find that some people, when you are working in a company or a school, things can be so rosy, but the moment you tell them that you don't want to renew, you want to move, they may try to make your life so hard. They may try to refuse to give you these papers. They may try to make sure that you have gone back to your country and start again. They want all the trouble on you. So these are people that can change, make a 360 degree change towards you if they know that they are not going to be benefiting from your services or benefiting from you. It happens to you, don't take it to heart. Know that it's normal. But what you need, there are laws that also protect us as foreigners here. But unfortunately, most foreigners don't know about these laws. So when things like that happens, you find that foreigners will be forced to leave China, and may be forced to use a lot of money to go back and start again to apply for these papers and these documents, because their employers or their current employers make it harder for them to transfer from one place to another. But if it so happens to you, you can also try to find lawyers or go to the labor offices. And this one, they don't care whether it's a Chinese or a foreigner. They do help a lot. So a lot of foreigners have been helped through these labor labor bureaus, labor courts and stuff, they can be helped. But unfortunately, most schools will know that foreigners are unaware of this, so hence they try to make your life hell when they know that they are not going to be benefiting from you. So now I'm just letting you know, if you come to work in China, don't be made to be scared. Although a lot of things may be different from your country, but know that the laws, the labor laws in China really protect the workers, not only Chinese workers, but also foreign workers. There is fairness in it. So know that you'll be protected as well. So guys, I think these 5 things will help you if you decide to come and stay in China. They will help you, and you are going to be working here with correct papers. As long as you are not on the wrong side of the law, everything will be fine for you. The law can protect you. It can help you when it comes to that. So guys, thank you so much. If this video is something that you've been looking for and you have been helped with this video, I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. It's goodbye. Bye.